Final bot. This started. Dun, 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 dun. I forgot my sound setting. Dun, dun, dun. So, what do I have left? I think I have melee and magical. Magical. The thing I was freaking out about yesterday with the item level recommended for the solo duties, I learned after stream, of course, that it's not a recommend. It's not a requirement. It's not item level required. It's item level recommend. All right, so we have Yedelmod and Kugane. I think these are both. Yep. I think Tepeke is my favorite side character from these. I kind of want to do hers last. Although I do really like Wiki. I'm low-key kind of hoping that Itoka is actually still alive and she's just been like behind the scenes kind of, so that Yuki could grow, so to speak. But she seems like a cool person. Good to see you. Or should I say Samidari? There's only one way to be sure. I need you to tell me something only you and I would know. When I used the cocoon to take on Itoka's form, what creature did I hunt? Huh? It's really... That's not how it works, but I guess that works. Relief indeed. I never told you that my arrow struck a great wild boar, a prize for any hunter. Samadare is the only one who ever saw it. Oh, okay, so that makes more sense. Sorry for doubting you, but I could think of no better way to expose him if he'd attempted to impersonate you again. I have to remain vigilant, after all, even though no news of his plots has reached me as of late. From here to Yangsha, people are on alert for a many-faced agitator within their midst. Not even a stray cat is beyond scrutiny. Samadari can no longer act so brazenly. I'm afraid this means his troll's gone cold. We'll also have another problem. When he pushed me into the Ruby Sea, the remedy I carried was soaked in salt water. Afraid it's no longer effective. No doubt his plan from the start was to eliminate the one means we had of undoing the cocoon's mimicry. We're at a disadvantage too great to ignore. Which is why I intend to synthesize a new batch. I was just about to go procure the necessary ingredients from the supplier when you arrived. Why don't you join me? Dun 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 dun. I've never heard of such materials. Where are they found? Deep in the forests of Tudal, a land beyond the Great Sea and far, far to the west of here. I'm afraid my supply chain does not extend quite that far. Fear as much. It doesn't help that the materials can only be harvested when the season is right. Even were I to return home now, I doubt I could find what we need. Sorry, now we're at the mercy of Samadari's cunning. Hello there, tell me, have you any salves that might ease my aching back? Sir, this isn't the apothecary. Where are your spectacles? Oh yes, how could I forget? These people talking about there. Ah, much better. Sometimes I forget that I'm as blind as a bat without these. Forgive me, Shirakashi. Excuse me, but do those bits of glass covering your eyes help you see better? Well, yes. Are you unfamiliar with spectacles? The music, though. I've seen folk wearing them before, but I always thought they were decorative, like my choker. Tell me, where can I procure a pair of my... Oh, she might just have bad eyesight. Yamabuki is your man. He has a breadth of artisan contacts who will ensure you receive a pair fine-tuned to your specifications. You'll find his shop on this very street. I'm sorry, you must be completely bewildered. I thought a failure of a hunter like me would never be able to aid you in battle, but I've just come to realize there's hope yet. But let's not crowd this stall any longer. Care to join me over there? Ever since I was a child, I've had trouble seeing things from afar. That's why my aim with the bow is so poor. I'm not fit to be a hunter, never was. It's only natural that chores like washing sheets, preparing meals fell to me. But I always yearned to do more, to be more. I've looked up to Itoka ever since I can remember. No matter how hard I tried, I simply couldn't give up on my dream. I had to be just like her. Basics of drawing a bow to precise aiming techniques that few hunters use. Yet, despite all her efforts, my sight failed me where it counted most. All my life, I thought this was simply how nature intended for me to be. I was content to accept my lot. But now that I know spectacles may improve my eyesight, I feel hope. I could just try them. Mayhap my arrows would fire true. We may have lost the remedy, but this would give us an element of surprise. So I have to try on spectacles for myself. Ooh, is she gonna look good with glasses though? I think she will. I think she'll look really good with glasses. Pair of spectacles, is it? I can certainly get your order in the pipeline, but I'm afraid there will be a wait. Fresh out of supplies, you see, and the next shipment isn't due for a number of weeks. Of course, if you're in a rush, you could roll up your sleeves and get the materials yourselves. All you need is the glossy shell of an azure hawksbill and a cluster of arulent quartz. Bring them here and my affiliates can begin work immediately. And tribe should we let down our chase for a week. You'd be willing to lend me a hand while put up, yep. Actually, no, we'll go to Tamamizu because let's see if we can see her there. I think I forgot to do custom delivery last week. Dun, dun. What are they talking about? And this will make for a fine pair of lenses. Now we only need we need only wait for your friend. Sorry, I didn't mean to alarm you like that. I spoke with the Kojin of the Blue as planned, but soon learned that Hawksbill shells have been sparse of late. They were reluctant to part with a single one. I was able to wear them down, though, until they proposed an exchange. If I dealt with the Red Kojin who'd invaded their fishing grounds, they'd spare a shell. I knew my bow would be useless, so I took a leaf out of Haruhi's book and fought him up close and personal. As you can see, I took quite the beating, but so did they. I mean, that's not bad. Maybe a little worse for wear, but the trouble was worth it. I have the shell as promised, and with it, your associates can get started. First measure your eyesight, and then they can get to work. This is incredible. Everything is so vivid. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Why, I'm sure I could hit a bird over the horizon. I want to first fire some test shots at the sign over there. Hold on. Seems like a fine way to earn the ire of the Sekishigumi. I'll prepare some targets for you, so let's move somewhere less crowded. My aim is true. I love the acting troops ship just like floating. I love that so much. Such a good area up there just for it to be there. I don't know if I can properly describe this feeling to you. For so long, I don't feel like someone pretending to be a hunter. Finally, I don't feel like a burden. As soon as I catch even a whiff of Samadari's trail, we stop him for good. When that moment arrives, please lend me your strength for one last time. Together, we'll retrieve the cocoon and return it to my village. Your timing could not have been more impeccable. A person claiming to be acquaintance of yours stopped by just moments ago, wishing to have a word about Samadari, no less. They're presently waiting in my room, so give me just a moment. I'll bring them here. Who's it gonna be? Darina. Achieving pleasantries, but there is an urgent matter I wish to discuss. I don't remember either of these. Team, you too have grown wary of imposters. Then we can proceed straight into the heart of the matter. You appeared in Mol Ilo a few days ago, claiming he had been driven to madness, that he was assembling an army in Doma with plans to conquer the Azim Steppe. For a blessing, we'd already received word from a Doman envoy that an agitator was mimicking others, and we saw the ruse for what it was. Unfortunately, when we attempted to capture them, the imposter transformed into a sheep and disappeared among the bands grazing on the plains. When I informed our friends in Doma of the incident, I was told you have been using Ugane as a base to track down the perpetrator. Thought it best I apprise you of this happening. He won't relent. His schemes won't end until we make them end. You may discover a clue as to his whereabouts in Reunion. Anyone in the steppe has seen him, that is where they will be. Now I must alert the other tribes to this threat. May the winds speed your way. I love Serena so much. Serena is pretty much the reason why I really like Araz. And Makoto. Let's not forget Makoto. Dun, 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 dun. Saved what, like maybe almost 100 gil right there. I mean, 100 gil is 100 gil, right? The Orinir has been behaving strangely of late. Magnai and Sadu are not people you would want to impersonate. Wait, so because she was almost swindled by an oh no. What are these stupid fish called again? I don't feel good. I forgot what they were called. Namazu. That doesn't feel good. But since she was almost swindled by a Namazu, I wonder if that's the one she keeps almost hitting. Conflict, not besides the normal quarrels between tribes. Certainly no disputes on the scale you speak of. But I have heard rumors that Magnai has been sneaking out from the Dawn Throne. Oh, right. Was she like right there? I really didn't see her. Were you able to learn of anything of interest? No, we can't allow some of these depravities to go on any longer. Still yourself, for when next we face him. Ooh. He's also shown more scrupulous behavior in his preparations of late. Whatever his form, we would do best to assume that he has thoroughly studied its strengths and will use them to full effect. Oh no, he's Sadu now. Has the feral dog gone rabid? You speak these honeyed words to lure me into your cot, only to slit my throat as I sleep. Hush, fool, I am your Nama. Though we've had our disagreements in the past, I've come to understand my actions were born of love. Yet only now that I'm forced to wed do I realize this. Wed? A Dawntrail beast like you? To whom? To what? Tien of Doma. By becoming kin, he seeks to leverage the influence of the Dawntrail to claim dominion over the steppe. That's actually pretty smart to say. The Doman knows no shame. Very well. I will consider your proposal, far-fetched though it may be. I cannot overlook the possibility that you are my Nama. But first, we must gather our warriors. The Doman's impudence cannot go unpunished. We march for Doma come morrow's dawn. That is not your moon. I guess we'll go with that one. That one seems better. You? What are you doing here? Is it not obvious they are spies of Doma, come to quash any thought of resistance? You must kill them, quickly. But she is the Khan. That sound effect, though. You two are quite the persistent pair. I had hoped to strike at your backs from the shadows, but now you've forced my hand. I feel like I have to sneeze. I will select from my repertoire the greatest warriors I have witnessed, and use their strength to give you the death you so crave. So he's basically Shang Tsung, beginning with her. Toka? I'm assuming. How dare you? When my arrow pierces your breast, Itoka will finally know peace. That is the best thing you could probably do, though, if you have that power, to make the person fight somebody that they care about or admire or something. Should this one? All that ninja burst damage, yo. Just shoot the tail feathers. Oh, she got it right in there. Ooh. Toka, it's finally done. This idiot. What am I doing here? I feel as though I've just woken from the strangest dream. Well, you see... This cowardly cur assaulted you from behind and knocked you unconscious. You have shown the sun disgrace this day. You will feel his scorn impressed upon your flesh. You shall forget the warmth of his radiance. In the shadows you will scream, yet none will hear. Prepare yourself. Death would have been too good a fate for him. He deserves to spend the rest of his days feeling the weight of his crimes. Now we've honored Itoka's memory and reclaimed the cocoon. No words can express my gratitude. I can finally go home. But my community awaits our foremost hunter's triumphant return. What expression will come over their faces when the village disgrace arrives instead? I don't know if I can bear to see. Our journey to reclaim the Dreamweave cocoon has come to an end at long last. Would that I could return home in high spirits. As I recall, you said Shashepia is the one who requested your help, yes? Let us make the journey back to Tuliyollal and report to her all that has happened. Oh, okay. We're gonna start the next one, so I'm gonna go pee real quick so I can just do that and not have to BRB. All right, I'm back. All right. So now we need to go Red Mage. Go back to Favnario. Leaning into those chocobo turns. Recent delivery. Seems that Verazon has been laying low since our last encounter. Sad to say, however, that my investigations have uncovered a little. Still, there's cause to celebrate, for I've received a letter from my mother with good tidings. He's well enough to travel to Tuliolal, in fact, and may have already arrived. Of course, I'd love nothing more than to go to him, but I pledged not to return until I had the perch of the apex in hand. Besides, I'm soon to depart with the Radiant Host to try and sniff out Verazon's whereabouts before he acts out of desperation. That's why I ask that you go in my stead. Share with him all that's transpired since we began our search. I know it's a lot to ask. The safety of Favner depends on it. Please give my family my regards. We go there right now. This is something I was not expecting to do, actually. Dun 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 dun. Oh, it isn't her heat. But I don't see Tepeke with you. Did you come alone? I'm glad to hear my letter arrived safely, and that Tepeke seems to be as tenacious as ever in her search. Her father Netse has already arrived here in Tuliolal, but has barely stayed in one place since. Seems desperate to help Tepeke from a distance in whatever way he can. He told me he was traveling to the plane in search of information. If I don't know if you should Dallas be in the area. Where is that at? Okay, listen. Delone. Chalawani. I love this song so much. So good. So good. So good. I'm really tempted. I need to go do this actually. It's too Twist of Fate or whatever. That's too good of a bonus to pass up. Will help out whoever's doing this one. I went and did that one too, but I prefer the boss. I thought I leveled. No, I just... Alright. Go back to Role Quests. Nice little detour. What is my bard at now? 94. I think I will keep doing stuff as bard pretty much until level 96. And then I think level 96 is when I will start splitting it up. So I think Urkopacha, Kozuma Uka, and Yaktel, I will do like anything in those three areas. I will do with whatever level 91 job that currently using, that I'm currently want to get some experience for. And anything that's like level 96, or not level 96, but Shalawani, Heritage Found, and Living Memory. Those three areas, anything in those three areas, I will use my bard for. Is this thing? Oh, whoops. Oh, what is this? I don't think I've ever used that. Lovely. I didn't even know. I didn't even know that was there. I didn't even see that button. I overextended myself, but recovered from a severe injury, and was a fool to confront such a beast alone. I owe you many thanks for all you've done to recover the perch of the apex. News of your progress in Thavner is most heartening. Despite my position as its guardian, I never knew it could rain down stones from the heavens. Since arriving in Tuliolal, I've done what I can to shed light upon the Tural Vidrala sealed within the treasure. After the nations of Tural were unified, some left our village to build new homes in the city. I've sought them out to see if they know anything of use. Unfortunately, none could offer insight into the treasure's magics, but one of them told me the owls lurked around this place. And since the Tural Vidrala sealed within the perch of the apex was once an owl, it seemed illogical to pursue such a query. I thought perhaps I could glean something about the ancient beast from their behavior. Like as not, some fundamental aspects remain the same even after transformation. But having heard your account, there is one fundamental difference that stands out. As far as I'm aware, no owl native to these lands possesses the ability to hurl rocks, large or otherwise. No doubt the Tural Vidrala gained this power following its metamorphosis. I do believe, however, that it would retain an owl's core instincts. That one you fought didn't strike unprovoked. Instead, it watched me from afar with fear in its eyes. While this is normal behavior for most animals, I was surprised by how suddenly it descended upon me the moment I started approaching. I had that same thought. The owl sensed a threat and chose to confront it rather than run from it. And this same impulse may have driven the Tural Vidrala. Indeed, that correlates with something I heard from one of my countrymen, who had relocated to Tuliolal. He spoke of a continuation to the tales passed down from the elders. No hunter's arrow could fell the apex. It was struck down in a storm of its own wrath, made wild by a heart of fright. Thus was it sealed away at last. Now, judging from the owl's behavior, I can theorize that the treasure is activated when its bearer senses danger. And according to the story, this power can easily get out of hand if its bearer is panicked. That makes a lot. Okay. Of course, this theory must be tested first. Virazon will certainly use the perch of the apex again. When he does, I ask that you and Tepeke pay special attention to the circumstances leading to its activation. You have my thanks. Loath though I am to admit it, I've yet to recover from my long convalescence, and I would only be a burden to you. I wish I could aid my daughter another way, but you more than make up for my absence. Please lend her every bit of knowledge you have. I pray that my daughter will soon return home, treasure in hand. Making me use up my Etherite passes. It is that level 100 thing. Virazon has shown his face in Radzat Han. You can tell me about your journey to Tuliolal later. For now, come with me. It's alright already. Surprise, thanks to the sage counsel of a fellow hero, I've decided to doff my mask. Although my face may be unfamiliar, I believe you know who I am. I was once the Justiciar, but now you may call me Virazon. I'm Thavner's protector, its savior, its hero. You may have heard salacious rumors that I have orchestrated the very attacks which I so valiantly drive back, that I was behind the catastrophe at the Uznera canals. I'm here to assure you. that those are false aspirations all, cast by those who are envious of their betters. I give my life for this fair city and its people. Give more still if I could. What should we do? It might be best to lock him up before this gets out of hand. Wait, we don't want him raining down rocks with all these bystanders around. For now, keep a careful eye on him. All I ask for is your respect, your adoration, a dream held by all, but realized only by the few. And I would be one of those few. I've proven myself worthy of being your savior, and now, with an entire city watching with bated breath, I shall declare my intent to reach even higher. Yes, for I can protect you all the better as your ruler. I shall retire the mantle of hero and take up the crown as the king of Razat-Han. I want to see this aura. I feel power unassailable. I wield power unassailable. With me on your throne, you would never again have cause to fear. All would live in peace. All would shower me with love. They would shout it to the heavens, and from that love would spring a new Razat-Han. Greater Razat-Han. Enough of your lies, Virazon. The power you wield protects none but yourself. To everyone else, it brings only ruin. Of course, the road to greatness is ever paved with necessary sacrifices. As so long as your ruler lives, Razat-Han shall know naught but prosperity. You think you're better than Master Vitra? He bore the city and its people on his back while you look fit to collapse under the weight of your own arm. You're no leader, you're a joke. That's hilarious. Does this man speak for you all? Is there not one among you who would follow me into a brighter future? But I am nothing if not magnanimous. Until you find the wisdom to accept me as ruler, I shall continue to stand vigilant as your eternal shield. You're really making it worse for yourself? Can't you see you've become a laughingstock? Give up this facade and answer for your sins. Do so now, and the Radiant Host may yet grant you mercy. Chick looks really awesome. My sins? Are you not the one poisoning the people against me? Do your worst, I dare you. Only make me more powerful. I know not what is in your heart, but please end this madness. End it and return to me, my son. King Razat-Han, as for you two, there's no place for a battle between heroes. We shall meet again, mark my words. Despite all his proclaimed love for his people, he didn't even look back at them as he retreated. Perhaps he couldn't bear to look them in the eyes. Or one of them, at least. Well, this is where I'm. I've just had a thought. We should father. That was a disaster. Virazon is truly lost. At the very least, he's committed himself to fomenting unrest within Radzat Han. And although he's my son, I cannot condone his actions. His words are grand but empty. And that ridiculous armor is nothing more than gaudy decoration. He is truly the embodiment of false heroism. What's more, this latest debacle has surely made him a criminal in the eyes of the Radiant Host. All I can do now is beg them to grant my son some small decree of clemency. Virazon called down the rocks. Did you see his expression? I thought it peculiar, but I'm curious as to what his father saw in that face. He would get the same cast in his eyes, a look of petulant rage, as if he resented me for pulling him out of his riviere and into harsh reality. He hasn't changed. Apologies, but I must go. For now, we should return to Yellowmud. I still have yet to hear what you learned in Tuliolal, after all. What? Yep, I like Auras entirely too much. Now that we have some room to breathe, I'd like to hear about your journey to Tudal. Did my father have anything to share? I'm heartened to know he's well enough to go chasing after owls and such, though I wish he'd take more care. Thank you for saving him and for bringing me his theory concerning the treasure. If it really is triggered by a sense of impending danger, that might explain why Virazon has had trouble using it the first time. He wasn't truly afraid of that small fungi until it was almost upon him. It also explains how he can wield the Apex's powers despite having no training in magics. It responds to emotion, not intent. So much is falling into place. He goaded the Radiants into apprehending him because he knew the threat would be answered. So you saw how nonchalantly he quit that plaza, almost as if defying someone to stop him. Virazon truly believes himself to be untouchable. I think his words and deeds align with the theory well enough. As for that curious fragment of a story, it seemed to imply that the turtle Vidral lost control in a panic. Perhaps its strength grows in proportion to the danger it senses. And then that danger is too great. Well, you saw what happened at the Uznera canals in Razat Han. You were present both times, as were others who wished Virazon ill. Both times we saw stones much larger than we've seen before. Now I understand why he's so eager to face you. An opponent of your caliber will strike fear into Virazon's very core. That fear will summon a power greater than any he's ever known. Power enough to bring a hero to her knees. Or so he thinks, but we know better. Oops. We'll use that arrogance to our advantage and bring him crashing down to the earth. Although we may have to contend with falling rocks for a time. I mean, you know what? The size of the rocks that fell just right now, I think they should be classified as boulders, not rocks. But it's okay. In a straight fight, he'll be outmatched, so we strike fast and we strike hard, until that fancy armor is nothing more than mangled steel. Although you may prefer to put your foes to sleep and whatnot, we know he has an arsenal of alchemical concoctions at his disposal. Why I suggest a bit of a good old-fashioned brute force. Done. You'll be pleased to know the Radiant hosts were most helpful in finding a place fit for a duel. When I saw it, even I began to believe our encounter would be one for the songs. Speaking of which, it seems your name is on the lips of all and sundry. The people already consider you the true savior of Razat Han and believe you will bring Virazon the deceitful to justice. We apologize for putting so much weight on your shoulders, but something tells me you're used to it. Yeah, like... yeah. The final showdown shall take place in the mountain pass leading to Adga? Is that a silent K? Where great crystals will stand as witness to its conclusion, suitably romantic and suitably isolated. The Radiant host have spread word throughout Thabner that a hero has arisen to challenge Virazon, and his pride will force him to answer. The entrance to the pass is at the Giant Skull grounds. Let's head there at once to await his arrival. We'll just go that. Yes. No, we'll teleport to Palika Stand, and then go north from there. Yeah, honestly, I'm actually kind of really glad that I called in to work, having to take my dad to a appointment, because I did not get very good sleep last night, and if I had gone to work, I would have had like even less sleep. So yeah. Tomorrow though, I should be able to make it tomorrow. No problem. Sramel here has opened the way towards Kadiga. Certain Verzon will arrive before long, and then we'll wipe that arrogant grin off his face. But first, we should check our gear and gird our loins for battle. Are you ready? I am always ready. Oh, this is the maximum allowed. Oh, I didn't even read that. That's nice to know. Through the cragged peaks of Hadga, desolate winds blow over the field of battle. Oh, what a fitting location you have chosen for the conclusion of this legendary rivalry. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I was right not to face you before. An environs unsuited to a struggle between titans. Now, my patience has been rewarded and my heart races in anticipation. You would answer our challenge. You would never be able to stomach the people calling you Craven. Such boldness in the face of impending doom. Have you not realized by now that so long as I wield the perch of the apex, I am invincible? I mean, you're not, but okay. We'll soon put that to the test. You rely too much upon stolen power. It deludes you. You claim to be a savior to the people, but they have seen through your lies. Even your own father can scarcely bear to look at you. You're nothing but a small man hiding within the hollow facade of a hero, and today we tear that facade down. You may have the medal, but have you puissance to claim the mantle of hero? My mantle? This music though, I feel like Leofine, whatever her name was, the ninja dude, and kind of the Elezen dude in Alamigo, like those ones. Oh no. The Elezen, Leofine, and the ninja dude, those two were like the only ones that were actual warriors who seem to actually know how to fight. This dude's a joke. The potion duo, they were kind of just messing around. They just liked chaos. So it was kind of like things were just kind of happening. And the Elezen dude was relying on Magitech, which is dangerous, but Ooh. He really doesn't know like what he's doing. Did you ever shut up? No, he probably doesn't. I did that like happened. I didn't even really notice what was going on. That looks so cool. So many falling rocks. His was actually kind of interesting. It was very... You have to be used to like moving as a spellcaster. If you want it to be easy, just play Summoner. Because then you don't have to worry about your casting times. I'm cold. And now to take back the treasure. Can't happen. A hero never falls. Tactical retreat. A noble retreat, so that the Justiciar may live to save another day. Suppose the apex wasn't finished yet. It seems that Verazon, in his cowardly haste, neglected to look skyward. Was it an unfortunate accident? Or fate delivering his just desserts? He claimed to be Radzat-Han's savior, but he sowed only discontent among its people. Perhaps some days in a sunless jail will give him time to reflect upon the error of his way. Now I've finally recovered the perch of the apex. Thank you for coming this far with me. The battle was hard fought, but we made it through. Verazon is the responsibility of the Radiant Host now. Now that I've done what I pledged to do, I must return home and bring the good tidings to my mother and father. Yet before doing so, there are many others I must thank. In the meantime... Okay. Alright, so I think we'll go and we'll start with Healer. I believe all of these are the end of these quests. And I think this unlocks like a alliance thing, but I don't think that comes out till 7.1. Oh, she's here. Oh, I remember. I did actually really like her. Oshikana and Haruhi as well. Your combined presence here can only mean one thing. I've brought the heart sting home. So you have. I regret that I could not assist you, but I am relieved that all is well. Words cannot express my gratitude to you both. Taking back the heart sting was no easy task, but I learned a great deal on my journey to Eorzea. One of the Unbound, a man called Kokonoa, possessed an inherent immunity to poison, built up by years of regularly ingesting small amounts. Rather than relying solely on the scorpion's gifts to detoxify us, perhaps we might learn from those traditions and build up a stronger immunity of our own. It would be prudent to prepare ourselves in case something like this ever happens again. If we're to continue living among the deadly, perhaps it's time we found new ways to overcome the challenges we face. Throughout my life in the village, I thought I knew everything there was to know about the heart sting, but I now understand that the scorpion's gifts can easily become a curse in the wrong hands. Its power can poison a single water source, threaten countless lives on a whim, yet at the same time, its detoxifying powers can save just as many. I began to wonder, could the heart sting provide succor outside our village? Should it, or will the risks prove too great? Excellent questions, all. Knowing what the heart sting is capable of outside our borders, we must consider this carefully for the future of our people. I am certain your father will wish to speak more of it upon our return. As you can see, our community has much to consider if we're to keep thriving. For the moment, I'm simply glad the heart sting is back into it all. I can't thank you enough for your help. When I met you, I'd never hunted alongside a healer. But knowing I had your support filled me with courage. Yours is a heartening presence, one I'm going to miss dearly. You have my gratitude and my trust, now and forever. But as much as I like to, I won't keep you any longer. Neopine and I have a long trek home. Wish you all the best. I know we'll meet again someday. Complete all the Disciple of the Hand quests available at level 30. I need to do these actually. Like, not these for achievements, but like I need to do all the level 30 hand quests. All quests. Oh. complete 10 guild tests. 10, 20, 30, 50, and 100. 200? All right. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. And I'll come back and finish all of these up. Alright, I'm back. Like that that screen that it showed. That one was... Alright, so... go ahead and cycle through them, I guess. You are returned. But pray tell, what has become of my granddaughter? Why, I'm right here. We did it, grandfather. We took back the Steelhog vessel. My dear, what a relief it is to see you safe and well. Of course, if you hire somebody, you know, to go help, and it's in a literal life or death type thing like this, where the person you want them to help is, like, they could potentially die. If that one person comes back all by themselves, of course you'd be like, what happened? Of course, I'm glad you were able to retrieve the treasure, but even that cannot compare to the joy of seeing your smile once more. And to you, I must express the sincerest gratitude. No doubt we have you to thank for Satulja's safe return, not to mention that of the vessel as well. Absolutely, I would have been lost without your guidance and bravery in the face of danger. Thank you, truly. Anyway, we should be getting back to the village. No doubt the others will be clamoring to use the Steelhog vessel to go hunting. I'll be coming back to Tuliolal at some point, so hopefully we'll run into each other again soon. Ooh. Till next time. It's kind of funny. The endings are really quick. But I'm thinking like right after this, I might be able to do maybe an alliance raid. Wait. We'll do this tank one next. Into Awa, said you made it back to Tural. I'd been in Ishgard for so long I'd almost forgotten what it's like to sweat. But I remember now. You can be sure. There you are. I was afraid we wouldn't see you before we left. We arrived not long ago and apprised Brook Evu of everything that happened. This is the longest I've spent away from our village, but even though Tuliolal and Ishgard were like entirely different worlds to me, I was only ever treated with kindness. Is anything the matter there? Matter, Tintoawa? Nothing, it's just something I've been thinking about. Our people have always been self-sufficient, but the Ishgardians and the Zundu showed that looking to your neighbor can reveal a way through the harshest difficulties. And you heard Handaloop. The bond between Ishgard and OK Zundu was only made deeper through their shared ordeal. To trust another to such a degree, well, I think it's a goal we should all strive toward. We have at least one friend like that, don't we? She who bent her ears to every note of the narwhal's lullaby without a shade of fear in her eyes. Thank you. For believing in us, for believing that no matter the outcome, your actions would not be in vain. In so doing, you taught me the worth of fighting alongside allies you can trust. Even if your shield breaks, that is not the end. I didn't like that bottom one. You're right, it's our faith in our allies and their faith in us that gives us the courage to protect each other. Like, that bottom one was kind of... I feel like it. My initial thought was like kind of harsh or something. Like I only did it just just because. But no, I think it was more like anybody would do that, right? That's the thing that any good person would do. But I just like that top one more. You're right. It's our faith in our allies and their faith in us that gives us the courage to protect each other. But approaching someone with open arms doesn't mean they'll accept you. The relations between our people and our neighbors have been strained by generations of mistrust. We must take care to mend them properly. We can do that and learn to look towards the future hand in hand, then there will be no need to use the cradle ever again. People can sleep and dream untroubled and awaken with bright eyes. I want to see those days come to pass. Me too. Then you and I can finally spend more time together. Right, of course. If we're going to see this future, then we should get back to our village. They'll be overjoyed to see the cradle returned. Thank you for everything. Next time we meet, may we both have good news to share. Sleep till Tilio. You're back. Were you able to retrieve the Dreamweave cocoon? Toka isn't with you? Wiki. Q? How do you say that? Qki? Thank goodness you're alive. May her soul rest in the cocoon's embrace. Can't believe Itoka is gone. Yes, our village's greatest hunter is lost to us, while its greatest failure survives. Here, take the cocoon back where it belongs home. I have no right to return. Don't be ridiculous. You are a child of the forest. You are our dear sister. You can always come home. The entire village has been worried sick about you. We all saw how crestfallen you were, but when you suddenly disappeared, we feared you took your life. For 3 days and 3 nights we scoured land and water to find you. Yet look at you now, Kyuki. Yuki. Not only are you hale and whole, but you have reclaimed the cocoon too. I'm sure that Itoka's spirit, hunting in the forests above, smiling down at you with pride. And she would much rather you take up her mantle and protect the village than wallow in guilt over her death. Nothing escapes your gaze now, after all, isn't that right? You will return home with me, and finally our village can breathe a sigh of relief. And it would be remiss of me not to thank you properly. For assisting Kyuki and reclaiming the Dreamweave cocoon, you have my heartfelt gratitude. I was little more than a liar and a hypocrite when we first met. But during our time together, I discovered that I'm so much more than that. That with the right tools, even I could become a hunter worthy of following in Itoka's footsteps. I'm truly grateful to you for helping me to see that. Farewell for now. I hope that one day our paths may cross again. Hmm. So Utoka really is gone. That's kind of sad, actually. I didn't expect to see you in Tuliolo again so soon. Is Tepeke well? It's interesting that that one had one dialogue box before going into the cutscene, whereas I'm pretty sure all the rest of them were just straight into it. She really did it, and the man who stole our sacred treasure will answer for his deeds. Sure, hurry. He's already told you what happened. I couldn't have retrieved our treasure without her. Though we've heard, yet Haruhi has also told us your wits and bravery were essential to your success. On behalf of our whole village, I thank you for guiding Tepeke in her quest. Now the perch of the apex must be returned and put under careful guard once again. The story of the Vidral's demise proves that we are not meant to wield its power as our own. Sorry, Father, but I disagree. Once I return to the village, I want to tell everyone what happened in Thavner. They need to know what the treasure is capable of, or else we risk forgetting once again. I won't deny that the Apex's power is dangerous. I saw with my own eyes what happens when it's wielded with abandon. Yet during the course of our search, I also saw potential. If we fully understood how it worked, we could use it without risk to ourselves or other people. We could turn something we once feared to our advantage instead of letting it become obscured in legend. I can see the reason in that. We must be ever ready for danger, even in times of peace. Should our safety be threatened, the treasure may grant us a means to protect ourselves. But can we be trusted to use it responsibly? Great power breeds great desire. Someone with the same ambitions of Virazon may arise again, perhaps from among our own. I dare say that once I've regaled them with the rise and fall of the Justiciar, they'll think twice before following in his misguided footsteps. As our forebears relied on the legend of the Vidral's fate to forbid the treasure's use, we can rely on the story of Virazon's fate to urge caution. And this time we have someone who lived through it to tell the tale. Of course, if I'm going to be guiding people in safe use of a potentially dangerous treasure, I see no choice but to inherit my father's position as its guardian. Some may raise an eyebrow at the prospect of loose-lipped Tepeke serving as the perch of Apex's predator, but I've grown from my mistakes. And who better to tell the tale of Virazon's and Tepeke's failures? Your only mistake was in trusting Virazon, the same as I and many others. Unlike him, you have the willpower to overcome your own failings. Over the course of your long and arduous journey, you've gained a wealth of experiences, and your efforts have finally been rewarded. You took responsibility for your actions, and by so doing proved your conviction to our people. They shall listen to this proposition with open minds, I am certain. Now we must say farewell. As much as it pains me to do so, I owe you a debt I can never hope to repay. Once I return to the village, I'll do my utmost to protect the treasure we worked so hard to retrieve. When next we meet, may fortune smile upon you. Tepeke, no! It's interesting how they left like one, and then the next one, and then the next one. You well know the treasures have all been recovered. The entirety of Tudal and the world, no doubt, is in your debt. Even so, the passage of the Unbound consisted of 6 members. Although most of them have been accounted for, we can't say for sure that the threat they pose is gone for good. Let's go ahead and... do I want to keep going with Bard? I think I want to get Bard to like... not Machinist, Bard. I want to get Bard to like level 96-ish. And then I can start working on Dancer. Oh, I could also... I can go unlock these. I was thinking, I was like, you know, I could probably do a an alliance raid right now, but that'd take probably about 40 minutes, and I have enough time to do that. But maybe I should go unlock these. Yeah, let's go finally unlock these. Cause then I can run alliance raids as these two until I get them up to snuff, so to speak. Isn't this one in Gridania? I thought it was. There it was. At the Conjurer's Guild, huh? Matrone, help me. One more complaint this day, and I swear... Forgive me my rambling, but please, tell me you haven't come to make a complaint. I'll have you know my day is going swimmingly. Well, I should warn you that a Moogle has been making a nuisance of himself here in Gridania. The palmed pest has been harassing adventurers in an attempt to rope them into some painting endeavor. Despite lack of interest, he refuses to give up. You're an adventuring sort, are you not? If so, would you be wise? You would be wise to give that Moogle a wide berth. Unless you are the artistic adventuring sort. I suspect he's still loitering in the Etherite Plaza if my tale has piqued your interest. Oh, time to pick. Character right here looking real good in all white. don't see how he's really being like a nuisance though. Actually, I've seen this cutscene already. Not all of it, but parts of it, like this specific part. Over here. Hey, you there, Kupo. How would you like to do some painting? No ordinary painting, mind you. Magic painting, where your works come to life. Your imagination's the limit. Oh, Kupo nuts. Why won't anyone give me a chance? They could do so much good with the power of pictomancy. You had me at magic painting. Honestly, me too. I don't consider myself a painter at all. But... what did you say, Kupo? You're not pulling my palm, are you? You wish to know more about pictomancy? Truly? Hooray, hooray! The name's Kupopo, and I'm extremely pleased to meet you, Kupo. I am the inheritor of Pictomancer's soul crystal, and I seek a creative individual who can carry on this arcane artistry. History lesson is in order. Pictomancy was conceived some 1500 years ago in the dusk of the 5th astral era. So Final Fantasy VI is the 5th astral era? While other schools of magic that originated during that period, such as Black and White, are expressions of the caster's will, Pictomancy relies on something even more abstract, the imagination. By channeling ether into a concept held in their mind's eye, a Pictomancer can give form to the formless. It's a bit tricky to wrap your head around, I know, and that's precisely why the great Archon Realm, founder of Pictomancy, incorporated the painter's tools into our art. Gifted artist as well as mage, Realm took up a brush instead of a staff, and wielded ether-like paint to give shape to her imaginings. In this way was Pictomancy born, a magical discipline unlike any other Kupo. Now, Realm was a charitable soul and never ever used her powers for self-serving ends. She dedicated her life to aiding and defending those in need. During the War of the Magi, Realm traveled the land and saved countless people with her Pictomancy, and it was for these deeds that she earned a place among the 12 Archons. So, how about it? Would you like to take up the Archon's noble legacy and become, dare I say it, a Realm reborn? Pun appreciated. Wonderful, Kupo. Your enthusiasm warms my heart. As I have only one soul crystal, however, I must ensure that I entrust it to the right person. Therefore, before I grant you this dazzling opportunity, I require that you attend a job interview. Seek me out at the Carline Canopy, and be sure to come prepared with your fanciest Pictomanciest answers for my flurry of very professional questions. Okay. Looking spiffy in that outfit, yo. Big pineapple. Ah, there you are. I would have invited you to my cozy little hovel and put out tea and biscuits, except I don't have a cozy little hovel, or any home to speak of, for that matter. Such is the life of it itinerant Moogle Kupo. I haven't a guild to my name either, so I can't order us tea and biscuits, but we can avail ourselves of a table. I got some gil. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce this interview commenced. Kupo, let's begin with the basics. Might I have your full name? My name doesn't matter. I'm no one of import. I'll say some like sarcastic answers or whatever at some point maybe, but we'll see. 'Tis a fine name. Well met, Haruhi. Right, on to the next question. What do you consider your primary vocation? I'm between jobs at the moment. I like this one. Very good, very good. Adventurers are known to be a helpful lot, ever ready to aid those in need. You're the ideal temperate for a Pictomancer, Kupo. Moving along to the next question, how would you rate your artistic abilities? My stick figure drawings are second to none. You know what? This is actually kind of true for me. Well, I, for one, think stick figures are wonderful. I mean, if you need to draw somebody just going like that, you know, the first thing you need to learn is how to draw a stick figure in that position, like the joints and stuff, you know? As is your honest answer, you'll be pleased to know that Pictomancy relies more on one's imagination than their artistic abilities, so don't fret about your egregious lack of the latter. Speaking of imagination, let's try and put yours to work. Tell me the first thought that enters your mind when you hear the word Moogle. I like that first one. Fluffiness and fun. Ah yes, from the fluffy fur to the merry mannerisms, I can fairly see the Moogle in your mind wheeling winsomely in the air. Yours is a rich imagination, Kupo. Now, this next question is very important. Someone's in trouble. What do you do? I mean, generally, we just help them without question. I may ask a follow-up question. Can you share a recent example of when you approached a soul in distress? Come again, a hero who's been inundated with complaints about my Pictomancy pitches? Oh dear, that's rather disheartening, Kupo. But this isn't about me. What's important is that you are not wont to ignore the plight of another. That willingness to serve a greater purpose and emulate Archon Realm's example is the key to becoming a truly talented Pictomancer. Having considered your answers, I'm thrilled to report you've passed my interview with flying colors. I'm certain you will bear our legacy admirably. I deem you worthy of the Soul Crystal. However, I should warn you that it comes with some proverbial strings attached. A bit of emotional baggage, too. You see, several moons ago, I got into a terrible argument with my best friend. We went our separate ways, and I've not seen her since. I wish I could meet her again, try to reconcile more than anything. So if we hear aught of her during our journey together, I'd like you to lend me a helping hand. You're still willing to train as a Pictomancer with this condition in mind, then the Soul Crystal is yours. Just say the word. Oh. So, you still wish to be a Pictomancer in full acceptance of my condition? Yes. Then as promised, I bestow upon you the Soul Crystal. To help you get started, I've prepared a set of equipment. Hopefully it fits, Kupo. A cool looking Soul Crystal. Dun, 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 dun. Pictomancer unlocked. Where did all of these come from? Realm! Oh, it's so nice. It's like when you first pick up the one I'm thinking of here. Oh, Summoner. It's like when you first get the artifact gear from Endwalker and it's Rydia's outfit. Alright, so I need to go like this. I need to get rid of Moonward. What axe? Warrior. I even get rid of some of the replicates. Where is that at? I looked at it. I don't even remember what color it was. This one. Okay, that's a good amount of space. Ooh. Alright, so Moonward Ninja Blades. I think Ruthenian Gunblade I will sell. Or you know what? I kind of like how that looks. So we'll just... Ooh. Okay, so when it says reassign set number, that does not mean I want them to switch places. Oh, I still have all this stuff? I can't believe I have... Oh, because I'm saving it for, for blooming. Okay, so... Put Blue Mage over here. Pictomancer. Now, what do I want to do? Viper. I'll probably put Viper over here. Jeez. Pictomancer eschews the stave for a brush, painting their imaginings upon a canvas and bringing them to life through magic. By utilizing the creature canvas, the weapon canvas, and the landscape canvas, a variety of effects can be produced. Creature motifs are painted on the creature canvas and can be rendered to life through living muse, simultaneously granting a depiction of the rendered motif. Assembling depiction of palm and depiction of wings creates a Moogle portrait. Log of Ages. Rendered to life through steel muse. When a hammer is painted on the canvas, striking muse performed. The palette gauge and white paint can be accumulated by executing certain ether hue spells. Once your palette is sufficiently saturated with ether, you can consume a portion of the palette gauge to execute subtractive palette. You know what? I'm just gonna watch Wes Galber's on this. Let's go. Go pick up Viper. Viper, where's Viper at? Pretty sure Viper is. You would think Viper is in Tuliyola, wouldn't you? Hold on, okay. I want to pick them both up and then I can then I'll probably spend the rest of stream time just like reading about it. Huh? Depths of Nald. Let's go here. Why do I feel like it's gonna be at the Adventurers? Oh no. Into the Viper. Ooh, that character looks. I always like black and red. You're an adventurer. Yes, there's a spot of bother over at the Weavers Guild, and we could use a hand sorting it out. We received an order for a full ensemble, but now that the work's been completed, the client refuses to pay. Mind you, I had my suspicions from the start. He calls himself a Viper, of all things. In my experience, people who name themselves after snakes are not to be trusted. In any case, he carries a pair of swords on his back, and I hate to think what would happen if he started wielding them in anger. Okay. Good evening to you, stranger. I was hoping I might make the acquaintance of someone a bit rougher around the edges. Someone who's seen her fair share of action. Could you tell me what prey's worth hunting in these here parts? Do you have any idea what he's talking about? I took no issue with fulfilling his order, but now that it's time for him to pay, it's as though we're talking at cross purposes. Likewise, I don't understand why this fellow's being so difficult. All I'm asking for is the outfit I ordered in the name of some critters worth killing. Maybe I ought to explain from the beginning. I'm from Turtle, a big old continent on the other side of the west side of the salt west of here. You've been there, I reckon. Then you might have seen others who wield the dual blades, or vipers as we're traditionally known. Our duty is to hunt ferocious beasts that endanger the lives of innocent folk. In fact, that's what brought me here. Thing is, all that fighting and long days on the road ain't been too kind to my gear. Reckoned it was high time I got me a new getup. Bespoke and all. Fascinating, I'm sure. But why do you refuse to pay for your order? And why are you so insistent that I... Oh... He's thinking that he can order it, and then he can go kill a creature for payment. Because how else am I supposed to pay you? Do us a favor and we'll hunt down any beast you want. That's the code, how we vipers do business. It's really not that hard to understand, but... Weavers perform more conventional forms of compensation. But at the same time, I don't know. That's so. So you're saying they want something else instead. Payment commensurate with the skill and materials required, in guild preferably. Well, didn't see that one coming. Guess that explains our little misunderstanding. But surely your countrymen trade in some sort of currency, yes? Or are you vipers so far removed from society as to be unaware of such concepts? Of course we know what money is. We ain't no bumpkins. But when it comes to requisitioning goods and services, I usually rely on the elders to deal with artisans and the like. Just to say, I ain't in the habit of carrying significant sums. So be it. If you're... I was gonna say, like, there's gotta be some sort of beast that has a resource that they could use. As it happens, one of my colleagues in eastern Thanaland reports that merchants carrying our supplies were attacked by a wild fiend. What's more, the creature is a species of many-headed scalekin, never before seen in this region. It is rumored to have escaped from the Colosseum and has been running rampant ever since. Scaly? A lot of heads? Alright, you got yourself a deal. Deal. Considering the guild has already fulfilled its end of the bargain, you should count yourself lucky. Still, I'd hate for anything to go awry at this juncture. Might I ask a favor, you friend? I'd like you to accompany him and ensure that he tends to the creature as agreed. Besides, I dare say seeing a so-called viper at work will be an enlightening experience. The name's Keshqua. Pleasure to meet you. The creature was last seen near Camp Drybone, so I advise you begin there. Does he even know what that is? Where that is, I should say? One of the things about overworld map in ARR areas is they're quite small compared to like areas in expansion. So this is Camp Drybone, huh? Fitting name. Anyway, you ready to hunt? What's that look for? Let me guess. You want to ask around first and see if anyone can point us in the right direction. No need. The Weaver's friend told me plenty. All we gotta do is track down the beast. Is a Viper specialty. Okay. Ooh. That is a big beast. We went after traders carrying tailors' materials. Bolts of cloth and whatnot don't sound none too tasty to me. But I'm guessing it's the merchants themselves the beast had his eye on. Most predators use their sense of smell to pick out their meals. Scents carry on the wind, so you gotta consider the positions of the rocks and plants to determine how the air tends to flow through an area. Ain't too hard to deduce where a critter's made its lair after you've done all that. Yep, that's a big one. Mean looking too. Must be wreaking havoc on the food chain. Never mind the danger it poses to locals. Well, time to do what a Viper does best. Oh, cool. That's that. So, you like the show? Don't play coy. I can see you're intrigued. But before I spill all my secrets, I got a question for you. Ever heard of a Dawntrail Vidral? Have? Then you know they're a rare breed of beast that wields all sorts of powers they got no right having. A threat to every other living thing that has the temerity to breathe in their vicinity. Because of their long lifespans and unnatural abilities, they were dubbed the Tyrants of Dawntrail. That's more or less what the name means. Anyway, someone's gotta hunt the Dawntrail Vidral, and that someone is us, the Vipers. You know, I've met a fair few adventurers during my time here, but I can tell you're a cut above the rest. Might even have what it takes to be a Viper. If you're interested, I can teach you. On one condition, you'll help me hunt down a Dawntrail Vidral that's made its way to Eorzea. What do you say? Just think on it some, will ya? Let's head on back to Old Dawn and tell the Weaver fellow we're square. The journey will give you time to consider my offer. I mean, I literally just picked up a job where I paint to do damage. So, using 2 swords to do damage doesn't seem like that far of a stretch for my character to say yes to. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. Just gave our Weaver friend the good news and he handed over the set of fancy duds. As promised. Gotta say it was worth the trouble. Now, so about my offer. Ready to become a Viper and protect folks from the nastiest beasts that ever lived? Boss. Mighty fine answer. I'll make you a Viper of you. Just see if I don't. First order of business, let me give you this here soul crystal. Contains knowledge of our fighting arts, passed down since ancient times, from one generation of vipers to the next. Assuming you got the knack for it, our skills can be yours too. I've also got a fresh set of viper gear for you. The Weavers Guild wanted to thank you for overseeing our hunt earlier, so they made you your very own outfit. Guess that fella took your measurements by eye or something. Oh, and the blades are a couple of spares I had handy. Try it all on for size, and let me get a look at you while you're at it. No, you don't get to watch anybody's characters change. Viper unlocked. Alright, so we're not going to continue these until... basically, until, until I get them to, like, 90? Level 100? I'm not sure how much job quests we have. Viper... Yep, just to level 90. So I gotta level these up to level 90, and then I can start doing their job quests. Alright, so I don't know if I have any level 80 gear. Interesting. Kind of looks... the top kind of looks like ninja-ish. There. Alright, so Viper engages enemies mainly through the use of 3-step combos, the primary combos beginning with either Steel Fangs. Yeah. Because I have 1400 Tombstone Poetics. Level 80, so I gotta go here. Let's try the Crystarium first. Although, since it's level 80, my Pictomancer does have all this crippler stuff. So let's go see what we can here. I don't need a weapon. Oops. I don't need a weapon. Pretty much just need 4 accessories. I need neck, wrists, poker. Oh. I definitely, I think the prices are lower. I think that the price of stuff, like current stuff for the tombstones aesthetics is 700. But I definitely feel like these should be like really, really cheap. These should cost like 100 tombstones. Oh, that looks nice actually. Well, I have something to spend tombstones on at least, so there's that. All right. I'm gonna go to Tuliolol because I do not have time to do. I mean, I probably could do a thingy. Alliance raid, but nah. Not sure. I'm not sure how much I need to actually look at this just yet. All right, so here for now we'll see here. Big sweep, arm's length, throwing dagger, bloodbath. Remove that. Second one here. I feel like I should. Here. Okay. Steel Fangs. Steel Maw, I believe it looks like it's going to be. Sure. Okay, so charge thing. Monk's dash is there, which I'll probably keep that. Ranged attack goes right there, right? Oh no, ranged attack is kind of everywhere. Samurai has it up here. Regular has it down there. Has it right there. Ninjas is way over here. No, it's just... There we go. So I think what I will do is I'll go watch Wesk's bids just up to level 80. Just to get the basics of these two jobs down. Pictomancer. That I guess I'm not really sure about that. This is really big. So, I think I'll end stream with that. And then these next few days, I will run alliance raids. Yeah. That I'm out of here. Decide where I want to go get something to munch. And I'll be back Tuesday with I don't know if I'll be playing this or if I will be doing Sandrock with Zol. I probably won't stream Final Fantasy 14 again until I get Viper and Pictomancer up to level uh 90 so I can do their quests. If I get like if I get Pictomancer up to 90, I might do a stream just doing their job quests, because I think that each one's gonna take about a stream. But we'll see how that goes. And with that, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Laters. See you next week.